What is up, guys? My name is Shannon, aka Cosmic Pink, so welcome back to the Space Hub.
Okay.
You never let...
Okay.
Thank you. I'm back with my husband,
Matthew V. Haynes, aka the Clock Master.
We're back.
I have my clock with me today.
You actually don't. That's actually surprising.
Weird. It's probably in the room charging.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're back for another Nolan movie. This is Interstellar.
Interstellar.
Yes. I don't know anything about this movie. Don't know who's in it. No.
Matthew McConaughey, Anne Hathaway.
Anne Hathaway's in this?
Timothy Chalamet.
Really?
Lots of Mays in this.
Yeah.
Matthew McConaughey, Anne Hathaway, and Timothy Chalamet.
Timmy boy.
Oh my God. Who else? There's somebody else in this. I keep forgetting.
This is only the second movie I've seen him in.
No. This will be the third movie you've seen him
Yeah,
in.
I forgot he was in Don't Look Up.
Don't Look Up. Paul Atreides.
Yeah.
And in this movie.
Yes. But
Yep.
yeah, we'll find out who else is in this movie, but let's see if there's any familiar faces.
Is this your first Matthew McConaughey film?
No. I feel like I've seen him in a movie recently.
He was in the. Have you seen The Wedding Planner?
No.
What?
No, I haven't actually.
Okay, technically it's still. No, you sure we didn't watch that together? I could have sworn we watched that together.
No. Never seen it.
I could have. Nah, man, we watched that joint together. We were complaining about it. We were complaining about the plot.
We did watch that.
Yeah, I'm like, I know we saw The Wedding Planner,
I'm thinking
man.
of a different movie.
Yeah,
we watched that.
I know you've seen The Wedding Planner, man. Come on now, it's a classic rom-com.
Yeah, no, I don't think I've seen him in anything else though. From what I'm seeing, oh, he's a Magic Mike.
I didn't see Magic Mike, so I really don't know.
I guess he's a Magic Mike.
I wasn't really interested in watching male strippers, so I
watched it out of pure curiosity.
Oh, pure curiosity.
I'm not into any of them.
Oh,
No.
You weren't a Channing Tatum girl?
No.
A lot of girls are there. You're not a Channing Tatum person, really?
Not really. No.
Oh, interesting. Not even young Channing Tatum.
No.
Man,
Really.
speaking of Channing Tatum, he was supposed to play Gambit.
Was he?
Yeah, for they had a Marvel movie that was planned, and it just it went through production hell. Like behind the scenes was just hell. They just randomly just scrapped it without really saying anything. And so Channing Tatum said he intentionally just like blacklisted all Marvel movies from his mind.
Damn.
He didn't go to a single one of them. He didn't even watch any single one of them. Yeah.
That sucks.
I think him saying that was him basically saying like, "Hey, yo, Marvel, like, that was your chance to redeem your mess up."
Yeah. But anyways, yeah, I have seen, I think maybe 2 Matthew McConaughey movies.
Okay.
So, I guess again, this will be number 3.
He got a book out now. Pretty big book.
Does he?
Yeah, pretty popular book. Yeah. But
anyways, Interstellar. I'm just gonna get right into it. I don't know if you have anything to say about it.
Just know that you've probably heard like 4 of these songs, because I intentionally have not played any Interstellar music with Shannon because I wanted her to like experience it in the movie first. But it is like his number one, like his top 5 music right now.
Was that the one that was playing earlier? Yeah. Okay. So I did hear one that I didn't know was in Interstellar until Matthew told me it was.
Yeah.
So yeah, but anyways, we'll just get straight into it. Make sure you guys go check out Matthew's channel. Link will be in the description below. And yeah, make sure you guys like, subscribe if you like what you see. Comment down below what your favorite part of the movie was. And make sure to hit the notification bell if you want to get notified whenever I post. And if you want to see the full reaction, that'll be up on Patreon. Link will also be in the description below. But yeah, I guess let's just get right into it. I don't think I even know the premise behind this. I know it's in space. That's about it.
Close to being one himself. I'm back to bed.
Were you dreaming about the craft?
Well, when we set the table, we always
Jeez.
set the plate upside down. Glasses.
Tell her. Wow, it's not very scientific.
So small.
You said science is about admitting what we don't know.
Family, she's single.
Well, what's that supposed to mean?
Repopulating the earth. Start pulling your weight, young man.
Oh, she start minding your own business.
Whatever.
Oh. Oh. I guess you're driving with it. Have you ever drove with a flat? That's not fun. Yo! Straight through the corn. I would stop.
Woo!
Jeez.
You told me to keep driving.
Bro.
I guess that answers the old if I asked you to drive off a cliff scenario.
Had to hack a whole international drone.
Totally not illegal.
Right?
I'm not gonna be mad.
Not with me. Just please try not to.
Hey, relax.
What'd you do?
I got this.
So,
This guy who played
Tom's
MLK.
swords back.
Mm.
He's gonna make
British
an
guy.
excellent farmer.
Takes 2 numbers to measure your own ass, but only 1 to measure my son's future.
Dang.
You're a well-educated man. We're a caretaker generation.
But if you have more engineers, you have more
Things are
tools.
getting better. Maybe your grandkids will get to be
We
engineers.
done here, sir.
Fake to bankrupt the Soviet Union.
Hey, Garcia, what's going on?
You don't believe we went to the moon? Afterwards. And then she'd have been sitting there listening to this instead of me. It's been a good thing because she was always the calmer one. She's suspended.
What?
Let's see Cooper go.
Hey, if he's not mad at you.
Spaces.
Why?
I just say pay attention.
In case the ghost is trying to.
Today was Christmas, but 6
Yeah.
billion people. Just try to imagine that. And every last one of them trying to have it all.
Mm-hmm.
Who are these bums?
Well, in my day, people were too busy fighting over food to even play baseball.
Popcorn at a ball game is unnatural. I want a hot dog.
Hot dog.
Yeah.
Gonna follow me.
Hey, bro, if you like it and he likes farming, like, you know, support it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Oh. That doesn't look good.
Another dust storm thing.
Yeah.
Just waiting for the Nope logo to show up. The middle of the game.
But they're just so calm about it.
Yeah, they used to it. That's just literally how we're gonna be with like COVID later on. We're just gonna get used to like more used to dealing with it.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Hooey.
I was gonna say why they going out, but I realized they're at their house.
Man, I've been through this through a couple hurricanes back in the Caribbean, man. Ooh. Have fun cleaning that.
Yeah. Yeah, that is not a natural way for that to fall. Eh? Jeez.
Oh my god.
When you finish praying to it,
He's such an old man.
Yeah. I think it was like 2 sides of him, and his kids have one of each.
Yeah.
It's like she's like the scientist part, and the son's like the farmer part of him. But you don't know what's gonna be there, so it's best to be safe.
Like, this is my alien.
Typical kid.
Yep. I mean, you should know your kid.
All right?
You can't even be mad.
Nah. I wouldn't be mad. I'm like, sneaky. I like to be pretty proud, to be honest. I'm like, you sneaked right past me. Okay.
You'd just be proud if your kid was into science as much as you are.
Oh, yeah. Better too.
The bolt cutters.
Hey, you better have a flashlight, bro.
Yeah, right? Shoot, I got mine too.
Yeah, right? There you go.
See, that one can double as a weapon, though.
Yeah, that's pretty
How big
blunt.
it is. Oh, whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
don't be
Whoa.
afraid.
How can you be afraid with that in your face?
Talk about a big light. Sheesh.
There's cute either. Please, Dr. Brand.
It's a Nolan movie. I wonder who that is on the left.
Professor Brand.
Explain to me how you found this
Gravity, bud, but I'm not getting any answers from us until I get assurances.
assurances.
Yeah.
Shoot, I'm tired of Earth too. Let's go.
Did you notice anything strange about the launch chamber?
An A, B, and then let's see, and then a plan C. Let's see whatever happens.
Trust me.
You gotta leave your kids for like possibly like 10 years.
Find us a new home.
You're literally asking him to drop everything. So.
Go.
I'll be upset too. Probably.
Yeah.
This world was never enough for you, was it?
No,
Cooper?
she's young, man. She needs him around.
Just heading out there.
Gotta make things right with Murph.
I will.
Mhm.
without making promises you don't know you can keep.
Mm.
This poor kid. I mean, she already lost one parent. It's like, you know, he doesn't know when he's coming back. Mm. Oh.
Robot colony. Humor settings, so he fit in better with his unit. On your way back to the ship after I blow you out the airlock. What's your humor setting, Cars? That's 100%. Let's bring it on down to 75, please. Stage 2, separation.
Just the silence.
Space for you.
I know.
Hard leaving everything.
90%.
90%. Absolute honesty isn't always the most diplomatic, nor the safest form of communication with emotional beings.
Okay.
Yeah.
God, my heart would like stop.
Yeah, for real. My heart's stopping. I'm not even doing it.
Target locked. Well done.
Just love that out there you heard nothing.
Mm-hmm.
The robots just having casual human conversation.
Right. Kind of love that though.
Yeah, I like that. It's like they sound more human than they do robot.
Yeah.
It just shows you how like not so distant future this is, but also
Yeah.
very far in the future, but not so distant.
Not so far that it's not achievable.
Yeah. Like so far, most of the technology you've seen here is can be achievable within the next decade or so.
Mm-hmm.
And space is so beautiful, but so scary at the same time.
Also, I was expecting like a Star Wars thing, and they just like shoot.
Oh, you're expecting like a hyperspace? Like,
I forgot what I was watching for a second.
this is a more realistic sci-fi.
It can cling to while it
Bro,
catches
cryo
its
sleep would scare me.
Yeah.
Or you're knocked out, so you wouldn't even feel it.
I know, but just the thought of it.
But imagine waking up out of cryo sleep like your chamber broke. Oh. It's crazy that you can see robots' emotions
Yeah.
without having a face.
Yeah. It's definitely interesting.
I think it's like an action thing. It's like a movement that's being made. Great way to conserve fuel. Just use a little bit and let it take you.
I don't know why, but she looks like a young Anne Hathaway.
It's crazy how we're surrounded by so many different planets that are uninhabitable, man. It really makes you question, like, if something were to freaking happen to Earth and we had the technology to leave, where would we go?
Right.
Won't kill us in seconds.
Millimeters of aluminum, bro.
Solo.
It's crazy.
Yachtsman.
I feel like if I was going out in space, I'd go crazy after a while.
Yeah, but that's you get the white noise. You don't hear anything, so at least it'll sound like Earth.
Yeah.
No, you go crazy. You need things to remind you that you come from a place that is like filled with life.
Yeah.
One piece from.
Fair.
I'd be so freaking scared
Yeah.
going through a wormhole.
Like, what? You don't know what's gonna happen. That's crazy. It's a whole nother galaxy.
That would trip me up, dog.
Mm-hmm.
That would freaking trip me up.
Whoa. Well, that doesn't look good. That doesn't sound good.
Yep, space with something beyond your 3 dimensions. It ain't gonna work, bro.
Nah.
You're experiencing things you've never even seen. Distorting space-time. Freaking hand was bent. Oh my god.
What
I
was
know your
that?
little nerd heart is like so happy right now.
First handshake.
It's just the thought that this could be possible.
Yeah.
You know? It's just the thought of it that excites me. It's like, my lord.
Yeah.
It's just interesting to me. I don't know, like, it's just fascinating. I just find this kind of stuff fascinating because it's like, we're so small in comparison to the things that could be possible out there.
Yeah.
7 years back on Earth.
Jeez.
That's relativity, folks.
What?
Well, we can just drop down there.
Oh.
Cooper.
I just love like the like in space shots where there's just no sound.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, we want to get there in one piece.
Well, that too.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe a little bit of both.
And mean, he's a very good pilot, they say.
Yeah.
Guys, see, you know what you're doing, bro.
Yeah.
God, I would not know what to do if I saw this.
Yeah. It says throwing me for a loop. This could actually happen.
The right technology, yep.
Yeah.
And the right opportunity.
Jeez.
Which means like a minute is like a few months.
Yeah. Something like that.
Just imagine finding water and actual gravity like that you can withstand.
Yeah.
Because the gravitational pressure isn't a lot.
Ooh. Ooh.
My God.
Damn.
Ooh. Man, I would have been freaking out, dog. Oh my God.
Oh my gosh. Oh, I don't like that. Ooh. Oh. Oh.
Ooh. That's not a fun ride.
Oh no, thank you.
Oh my God. Like I said, it's beautiful and scary at the same freaking time.
Yeah.
Golly, man. Oh my Lord.
Okay.
Fifth dimensional beings.
I'm sorry.
Which means they could see time as a physical construct.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I just have my heart pounding, man.
3 years, 4 months, 8 days.
Oh my God.
Golly. Bro, it's literally been only a year since he left.
Yeah. I can't imagine going back and my kid's older than me.
Jessica Chastain.
I'm more afraid of.
Been 23 years. He has not aged a day.
Coming back time.
Yeah. I feel that.
Yeah.
23 years. He only spent like a couple hours on there.
It might.
It might.
Yeah.
There's a huge might. Risking humanity for down badness. But like,
Are you looking for full reactions? Do you want early access content? Are you tired of waiting for her to release new movie reactions every single week? Well, today's your day. Welcome to Cosmic Bings, where you find full movie reactions on Patreon. Things not exclusively and not limited to, but the X-Men franchise, also the Batman franchise, and upcoming will be various other franchises, Lord of the Rings, Indiana Jones, Fast and Furious, maybe, you name it. Things she hasn't seen. Definitely make sure to check out Cosmic Big's Patreon down below.
Who's to say it's actually him?
you see, either way, it's a risk, bro. The way I see it. But he's a data guy, so he's like, look, bro, the data says this planet is Gucci, so we come here, but we just don't know. At that point, you have to make a selfless decision. Do I go see my child, or do I save the humanity?
Yeah.
Hey, look, it's Venom from the third movie.
Oh, that was not a cloud.
This Dr. Man's planet looks cold as Jack. It could just be one side. Maybe there's a tropical zone. How long it's been there? Probably only a couple weeks.
Yeah. The only one.
In their time.
Yeah, because if the other one.
Or more. We don't know. We don't really know how time works on this planet.
That's true.
It could be 50 years here.
Yeah.
Or more. Maybe the other planet was just, you know?
You just go to sleep and hope somebody comes for you.
Right? See who that is?
Who's that?
It's Matt Damon.
Couldn't get a good look at his face.
Days are 67 hours long.
Jeez. I need that many hours in a day, though.
There's the message from up above.
Father died today.
We are the future.
That messed me up.
Messed me up, too.
Survival.
Something, anything,
Yeah.
it's better than nothing, but just staying there and just taking it.
Yeah, time to go back.
A long day. See, like the day, like it's good because it'll give you a chance to do a lot,
Yeah.
but I have to sleep a couple times.
It's a long day. That looks like fun.
Right?
Never good when they say, I don't understand, and cut to another shot. Something really bad is gonna happen. Yeah.
You have a responsibility.
Ooh, Coop, get her stuff. She's going on.
Didn't raise you to be this dumb, Tom.
He faked all the data. He faked all the data.
Yeah.
This guy really out here just jeopardizing the whole thing.
Yeah. For real.
Thought I could, but I can't.
You're the one that did it. What do you mean?
I'm here.
How you gonna try to kill a dude and don't even have the galls to just watch it go through?
Yeah. But you know, I'm here for you. Get out of here. Oh my gosh. Now I'm getting stressed.
Jesus. Look at that, bro. There's no freaking surface on this damn planet. So much happening right now.
Yeah. This music is not helping.
I know.
Yeah. You don't listen.
I remember this freaking dude, bro. This guy was annoying me.
We should have just followed love.
So we should have just followed love, right? The one time that love actually could have been maybe a solution, right?
At least you wouldn't have wound up in this situation.
Sometimes, no, honestly though, sometimes you really have to trust your gut.
Yeah.
You can't go with the numbers. Sometimes you can't go with numbers.
Yeah.
Sometimes, like I'm a numbers guy, but sometimes you just gotta like trust your instincts.
Yeah.
Cause that's a survival thing that we have that has never failed us since the dawn of man. Huh?
Can't say never.
I won't look when you look at mankind as a whole. Like individuals, instances, yes. Sometimes trusting your gut doesn't help you.
Yeah.
But at mankind as a whole,
I get what you're saying.
you know,
Yeah.
trusting your gut has helped. Desperation. And also, I feel like his mind went insane.
Yeah.
After being here all this time, and this is desperate. You see, it done mess up the vibe, dude.
Or it's like an arcade game. Like the precision.
No, like literally one bad thing can mess up the whole thing.
Bro, this dude's literally a whole villain.
Literally a bandit chief, for real.
He's annoying me.
You forget he's in The Martian.
Yeah, isn't he like the main character?
Yeah.
And guess what he does anyways?
For a scientist, he's acting real dumb.
He's being irrational.
He's being desperate, and his judgment is clouded. His mind, his mind is not there. His mind is not in the right spot. Yep.
Dummy.
Ay, ay, ay. Oh my God. Alright, it's okay. Boss Man music about to play right now.
What a line.
That's like a highly quoted line.
Really?
Yeah. I remember that. This song too? Oh man.
Yo, when you're nervous, do you ever get like super itchy?
Yes.
That's how I feel right now.
Bad man thing right here, man.
Mr. Man couldn't even dream of doing this.
Ooh. The amount of G's in this situation right now, it's ridiculous. Ooh. God. If they're not careful, bro, that junk could rip off.
Yeah. Jeez.
Oh, that whole freaking scene. Ah. Oh.
Okay. And for our next trick.
I never felt so itchy.
I love when they drop the name of the song in a line. This is the man said, "This is no time for caution."
Okay.
I think this is just confirming I don't want to go to space.
Hey, bro, if it can ever be safe, I'd love to do it.
So the system's safe.
Yeah.
So much time already went by already at this point. This literally hasn't even been only a little over a year, bro, since he left. So a robot, you don't got no emotions, bro.
Yeah.
It's like, look.
But it's sad because it sounds
I
so
know.
human.
Like, it sounds human, yeah. Oh my god, imagine freaking going through a freaking black hole. You have no idea what's on the other side of that thing. At all. It can literally rip you into shreds. The light dies. Everything is just gone.
Yeah. Jeez.
Tars, do you read me over?
Nothing would work there, bro. That's a whole different dimension, my friend.
Whoa. 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 What is going on?
Oh my god, I'd freaking be like I'm on a freaking trip or something.
Huh?
I feel like I was on a weird acid trip or something.
Yeah. Is that the bookshelves? Yeah. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. Bro, that's insane. Whoa.
So freaking weird. It's like, I can only describe this as three-dimensional shapes. It's maybe four-dimensional at best.
Yeah.
He's like interacting with the freaking. It's so weird.
It's like you're past, but you're also. How?
Paradox.
Yeah.
Maybe she said something how it felt like it was something.
Yeah.
Comforting.
Wasn't something she was scared of.
Remember the thing said stay?
Yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah. Bro. How the hell do you come up with this stuff?
Right?
Watching your past mistakes. You can't do anything.
It's like happening, but it's already happened, but it's about to happen again.
And it's literally only probably been like about a year.
Yeah, but like 50, 60 something years.
Yeah, but I'm saying for him.
They didn't bring us here at all.
Three-dimensional space. Three-dimensional space in 5.
Ourselves.
Three-dimensional construct in the 5th-dimensional space that where you can see forces that you can't see in a 3-dimensional space.
Yeah. Bro. Bro.
Trippy.
So weird.
So weird.
That's craziness. For real. A good thing that she's a genius. Because I wouldn't have been able to figure this out.
Well, I mean, you would have to study quantum theory and have an understanding of basic Morse code.
Ooh.
Weird.
Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
So freaking weird. Ah, the handshake. See?
Bro, this is throwing me.
The handshake that you experienced.
Adding up and
It's all repeating, but like it's not at the same time. It's like a weird. It's like an infinite loop of some kind. Because like if he saw it in the past and he's doing it now, it means it's already happened before and it's gonna keep on happening, but it's not at the same time, so it's a little weird, or maybe it already happened. He didn't experience it. It's weird.
whoa.
Weird, right?
Whoa. Huh. It's gonna be so weird.
Extremely weird.
So strange.
Mm-hmm. 95%. Confirmed. Additional customization. Humor. 75%. Confirmed. Auto self-destruct. T minus 10. 9. Let's make that 60%.
The humor.
50% confirmed. Knock knock. You want 55?
And my whole legacy, bro.
That's crazy.
They showed us her in the beginning,
Yeah. I had a feeling. She's gonna be connected back in.
Bro, imagine seeing like your great grandkids and crap in front of you.
And your daughter is like older than you.
Right?
It's, I can't even fathom that experience. Like, how would you even explain that? Dang. Bro. Why I feel like I'm more confused by this than Inception. Went deep. How do I even process this? What is life, Matthew? What is the meaning of it?
So we're all trying to figure out, my love. That's why we have science. That's why we have religions. That's why we have all sorts of stuff. We're all trying to figure it out.
Does life have meaning anymore?
That's what we're all trying to figure it out. And then when you pass away, those are the only ones who will leave that will know if there's anything else after all of this. It's so crazy, man. Yeah. You need a moment.
I don't know how to feel.
Yeah, you need a moment.
I don't know how to feel. I feel empty.
Wait. Before you give people a different impression, let's start with this, and then you can digest.
Okay.
I will be your guide.
Yes, thank you.
Through this.
I cannot form sentences otherwise.
I will be your guide through this whole thing. Hold on, let me see what this thing is. Okay, cool. All right. Did you or did you not like the movie?
I did.
Did you like the movie? Good.
Yes.
Good.
It definitely like had its slower moments, like I kind of figured it would, because I mean, it's not like an action type of movie, but man, it's just so like thought-provoking, and like I don't know if I want to go to space or if I don't want to go to space at this point.
Yeah, wait, hold on, let's face the camera that way. I don't only say that just because you were like, but yeah, okay, now we're good. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know where my head is at. Like, is there life beyond Earth? Do I need to go into a black hole
To figure it out?
Yeah. Like, do I go in a wormhole? Like, what? My head hurts. Honestly. Because, like, I can't, like, understand this. Like, I understand, but translating to, like, real life is where I'm, like, you know, were you like this after?
So yeah, I mean, so what I did was I went and I studied quantum physics. Like literally, I've been joking because like I understood some things about like quantum theory and like all that and just physics in general. But like I went down a deep dive. Like I was like reading like physics textbooks. I was like going into like libraries and like virtual like online libraries, just try to understand it. I was watching videos. I was watching scientists try to explain everything. I was watching like people who were like way more smarter than me to understand this a lot better. Try to explain the concept of interstellar and the scientific accuracies and also just some of the fiction portions of it, because like anything beyond the black hole, we have no understanding of it, right? Like we have no idea what the heck is going on. So a lot of it is just like based on theory and based on what we believe could happen or what you may find beyond that, but there's no way for us to really know. So a lot of that stuff is just left up to interpretation and creativity.
Yeah, that's what I find really interesting about this too, is because all of this stuff could be real.
It's very possible.
It's very possible. You know, there could be a distant future that, you know, Earth is gonna die out eventually. This we know. It's inevitable. Is this how we continue as a civilization? Can we continue as a civilization?
Were there other civilizations before that have done their time?
Exactly.
Like eons ago, and like it's now our turn to kind of figure things out. Like
exactly.
Who freaking knows? There's like
that's the crazy part. Like, are there other civilizations in time with our civilization? Like there's
gotta like when you like I don't know, man. It's like you know, it's like I doubt that we're the only ones out there, but it's also it's also the possibility that we probably are the only ones out, like in this entire vast universe. Like that's like who knows? Like this is why I like listen to people like Neil deGrasse Tyson and stuff like that. Just different like I keep saying astrology, astronomers. I always get the two, like I always mix up the two. I always look at different astronomers and like quantum physicists and just people who are like in that realm, just kind of listen to them talk.
This is how you know I'm not a science person. I almost said
a physician.
Physician. Yeah.
It's okay. I sometimes say that mistakenly without trying to.
Yeah.
So I don't know. This is why I'm so fascinated by science. Because when you bring and well, this is why I'm fascinated by science fiction in general, because like I feel like the beauty about science fiction that I've always loved was that we're taking like real concepts that we know about the universe so far, or what we're able to figure out as mankind, and creating our fiction, like letting our creativity run wild with it. Like this is why I love Dune, because like Dune, you know, and other things like Star Wars, I categorize as space opera, space fantasy, or science fantasy more than science fiction. This is more realistic in Interstellar in a sense. I would dare to say that Dune is also maybe a little bit more realistic than Star Wars, even though there's some types of weird power kind of things involved. That's a whole different conversation, but
elements.
Yeah, elements of it that are, you know. So I would say like it's just interesting, man. Like going back to Neil deGrasse Tyson, I brought him up, is that he was asked the question plenty of times, like you know, do you think there's anything beyond Earth? And he was like, you know, he's like maybe aliens exist, but not in the way that we think of it. You know, like
because it very well could be stuff like this, like, you know, people are existing on a different planet in a different galaxy, but it's like, I don't know, let's say 1,000 years in the future.
Yeah, or it could literally, like he and many others say, like it could be forms of energy that we cannot see in our dimension. It can literally just be like energy that exists within an ecosystem that isn't perceivable to the human eye. Or to our senses. So we can't see it. And it's interesting when you think about the concepts of Interstellar, which has you thinking, like, obviously there's many people there's plenty of videos online right now, like people trying to explain Interstellar. And
I don't think this is a movie that can ever truly be explained.
I mean, like, a lot of it is left to interpretation. But what I like about it, though, even though there's people who break this movie down from a scientific perspective, people who are like way more smarter than us that do this thing for a living, right? Like people who break this stuff down. What's interesting about it that I love that comes from this is the conversation. It's like it makes you think, like, you know, in a fifth dimensional space, our eyes can't freaking process, like our brain wouldn't even be able to process something beyond this, what we see right now and the physical. Like my dad and I had a weird like 5-hour conversation after I saw Interstellar. Like we were talking about like mad stuff. And one of the things you're talking about is because we can only view our human body in this, you know, 3-dimensional space. How we look in a 5th-dimensional space, our brain would not even be able to perceive it. It's like we probably look so freaking weird right now. And it's like the thought of that is just like, yo, we look weird. We probably can't even figure it out. And like when you look at like different drugs, psychedelics like ayahuasca or DMT and things like that, people who go on those things will tell you that when they see people or they see themselves, they can't even they go crazy. Like I've seen videos and you know, came across people in person that have you know, went to South America and did the whole ayahuasca thing and whatever. We're not trying to promote this, by the way, because I know YouTube can get a little thing with the community guidelines. We are not promoting drug use.
No,
we are not promoting anything that we're about to say here. We're just sharing information and concepts. We are not promoting anything. Have to make that clear.
Please don't block my video or
please,
copyright.
Or no, just people watching. Just do not take anything that we're saying as that you need to go and try it.
No,
we're just sharing information, and we have to clarify this on video so we have proof of what we're saying. Okay. So, anyways, things like ayahuasca, right? Like when you go and watch videos about them, right? Like people, or just again, I've come across certain people in my life through work, that have, you know, claim they have done these things. And one of the things they would say is, or maybe they know people who did it, right? And one of the things they say is that like they come back insane because like their brain can't figure out what they're seeing.
Yeah.
It's like a weird, some say spiritual, some say it's scientific, but it's a weird thing that they can't express in words. They can't express, like, oh, what did that thing look like that you saw? There's no word for it.
It's like when you try, like, a food. Like, that's kind of like, okay, a lot of, like, take pepper pot, for example.
Yeah.
When I first tried it, I didn't have anything.
So you said that's so formally pepper pot. Pepper
Did
pot.
I really?
Yeah, pepper pot.
When I tried that for the first time, I couldn't explain it because I had nothing to compare it to.
Yeah.
So I guess it's kind of a similar,
but probably worse because the thing is though is that you can at least assimilate a taste, right? You can be like, okay, this has sodium, this has a sweet kind of tangy flavor, but I've never tasted this combination. But I can at least, you know, maybe pick out certain things from what I'm eating that I have tasted before because it has some content. Because everything that we eat on this earth is all kind of made up of the same components we've already most likely tasted in some other type of food.
Salty, sweet, acid.
Salty, sweet, acid, nutty kind of flavors. Like all those types of flavors, we've tasted them in different forms. So our bodies and our minds have already kind of came up with what those things are supposed to registered in our brain, right? So even though the combination of certain ingredients or chemicals have not things from the periodic table have not been combined together, you have experienced it in some way, even in smell as well. Like even some toxic things that you probably shouldn't eat, you've at least smelt it or come across, your body might have at least come across it in some way, like most major things. So the point I'm trying to make is like we've kind of already experienced most of what this earth has to offer in terms of what we put in our bodies, right? When you encounter something like that in a fifth dimensional space that you don't even, your mind has not come across.
Well, that's kind of what I'm trying to say too. Like it's something you've never experienced, so you don't know how to describe it. Yeah,
I mean, you just don't know what to freaking make of it. Like I don't even like. Can you imagine if we were to just we were able to see beyond what we're seeing right now within this space? The whole world and everything would just look weird. Like, are we just a ball of energy and our brain is just coming up with the fabrication of what we think it should look like?
In Doom Patrol, the Larry's being almost.
Man, I'm talking beyond that.
Well, no, I'm thinking like, I don't know, maybe it would look like that. We really don't know.
But that too, though, I think is limiting because that is also a humanoid structure, you know?
Well, no, that's what I'm saying.
So it's like, at least...
But that's what I'm saying, because we don't know.
Well, we don't know.
That could, we could just be that shape.
I know, I get you, but I'm saying it's like, what I'm trying to say is that something in a fifth dimensional space will not have three-dimensional aspects to it, right? Which, you know, even in Doom Patrol with Larry's energy thing, even that is a three-dimensional construct.
Yeah.
So that is something that's familiar to us. So even if we were to see it, our brain wouldn't freak out that much because it's something like familiar. You know what I'm saying? So if we're talking about an energy in the form of something we've never seen before, our brain would not know what to do with that information. Would our brain be even able to perceive it or even receive it in that way? Would our whole brain have to be reconstructed into now fit that dimension in order to process the information?
Right.
It's so freaking weird. Like language, like our senses won't even be able to pick up certain things. Like the way our body works now, because our body is made to work within a three-dimensional space.
Yeah.
So again, here we go and have these conversations because I'm pretty sure scientists have, not pretty sure, they have answers to some of the questions I'm talking about, but it's just like, it makes you think, like, you know, and if there's any person in the comments that happen to be more experienced in this field, please share. But like, you know, I'm just saying, it's like your brain just keeps on like asking those questions and like, you know, we exist in this space. The space is a construct that our brain and our eyes is processing. Our ears, everything goes back to the brain too. Like our brain is this is how our brain is deciding to process what we are seeing. So unlocking a different layer of that, it's just, I don't know, it's so freaking weird, man.
I think the main question that comes from this movie is what is beyond.
Yeah,
that could mean beyond Earth, beyond space, beyond time, beyond us,
beyond everything.
Yeah, like just what is beyond.
What is beyond?
I think that's the best way to describe like the whole thing with this.
I just thought the conversation of this movie sparks because we haven't even talked about the plot yet. Like we've been just talking about the concepts, but like you know, this review can be forever. But like, let me try to take you back to it. So, what did you think about the plot of the movie? Like,
yeah, I mean, I think
overall, did you? Yeah.
You know, I think the plot was like pretty interesting because it really takes like everything you think you know and kind of flips it. And I think that's the interesting thing about it. And it's like where do you come up with this stuff? Honestly, I said this in the last one. I want to get in his head. Like how just how.
It's like Christopher Nolan is the physicist of movies, and Tenet is even weirder apparently.
Yeah, I heard
Dunkirk is probably the only normal one at all. Like, and the Dark Knight, trilogy, yeah.
But man, when he go in, he really go in.
No, Oppenheimer, I don't even freaking want to think what he's gonna do for Oppenheimer. I'm waiting for that.
Man, he makes me think too much.
That's why I like his movies, and that's why you can rewatch them all the time. And so, like, you can.
It's something because you always think of something new whenever you watch them. I feel.
And then, like, you might, especially if you leave it off, and you go learn some things, and you come back with a new perspective. Like, I didn't even know what Dramamine was the first time that I watched this movie. I never heard of it until I met you.
What?
Dramamine.
Oh, Dramamine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never heard of Dramamine before.
Really?
Yeah.
It's pretty common.
No, because I've never had a use for it or known anyone that had to use it. So I didn't know about it until I met you. So when I watched that movie, that went over my head. But now when I watched it again and the guy like mentioned it again, and he's like, "Oh, that's a lot of Dramamine." I'm like, "Ha, I get it now. Like I know I now know what that is. I didn't know what that was before."
Yeah.
You know. So, you know, you go off, you learn some things, talk to some people, and you come back and watch Interstellar again, and you're like, "Well, I learned some new things. Let's see if I can try to figure it out on my own."
Kind of go in with a new perspective and like some more knowledge.
Yeah.
From, you know, other people and scientists and
other things, other movies.
Physicists and
I go out of my way to listen to these guys.
Oh, I know.
Whenever I can, sometimes.
Especially since you're like, I'm not a big science person in general, but you are. So.
Well, movies like this, is what I believed sparked even more my interest in science as a whole, because it made me question, like, wow, this is what we come up with based off of science, what we understand about space, which is why when I watched movies like Ad Astra, I was like, Brad, nah, this movie can't hold up, because it wasn't as deep as Interstellar, right?
Yeah.
Like Oblivion was pretty good too, but like,
never even heard of that one.
Oblivion. Am I saying, is that the right movie? Let me make sure. I think it's the one with
The only other one I know is The Martian.
Sorry, not Oblivion. Oblivion I did see. That was the one. Not Oblivion. Okay, but Oblivion is a movie I saw, but not the one I'm thinking about. I'm talking about man, and I've seen this movie once. I've seen this movie. Hold on. What was the name of it called, bro? Gravity.
Gravity, I've heard of.
Yeah, Gravity with Sandra Bullock. Right? Gravity made a lot of sense. So, you know.
I haven't seen it, obviously, so.
Well, another thing to add to your list. You gotta see The Martian, too. The Martian was a really good movie. Ridley Scott, bro.
Yeah, I think if The Martian wasn't on my list over there, I remember we had talked about me reacting to it in the past.
Like science fiction, because I love science and I love the possibilities and the questions like what if premieres on Disney Channel. Okay, yeah, but like questions like what if and like what lies beyond.
Yeah.
You know, even with the thing with the Watcher in What If itself, when he was like in that mirror dimension thing, I was like, yo, what the hell? Like,
that's also another thing. What if there is somebody just watching over us?
Right? Something like that. Well, You know that many people call that being God.
Yes, but a different being outside of religion. You know?
I think it's all connected. That's a whole different conversation.
Yeah.
Because we might let's say there is a figure there is something out there. Let's say there is something out there. This is slightly spiritual now. Don't have to get into, you don't have to believe this, but this is theory. I like talking about things. Yeah. Like, why limit your brain, right? Why limit your conversation pieces? Because if you know, just as much as I love science, I love talking about spirituality too. Because I feel like the two of them kind of go hand in hand in a weird way. And I feel like there's room to have those conversations because we like science provides us with numbers and data that can give us, you know, things that we can see and consider as fact, results that we can replicate to an extent, things, you know, that because we can replicate these things, we get things like cameras, we get things like, you know, hair dye, simple things like this, like everything that we use in our day-to-day lives is because of science, right? So like I love science, and that's why I love it. But I also love the spiritual side of conversation because to me, I feel like those conversations are like great ideas that humans come up with to explain the things we cannot see. Yeah. The things that are within us and things like, why does a random phenomenon happen, right? Like, why does this thing happen at a weird, unexplained things that science can't even explain, right? So I don't know. Maybe, you know, Christians call it God, or this other religion might call it a different thing. Yeah. But I feel like there is some type of weird cosmic energy out there that no matter what you call it, that influences this. Even if you look, I mean, it could be a scientific thing too, like the Big Bang or whatever it is.
I do believe.
I don't know. You just don't freaking know, right?
Like I said, I do believe science and spirituality can go hand in hand, depending.
Depending, you know, depending on your perspective, you know.
Because there is a lot of unexplained things that science alone can't explain. Yeah. So.
Some people, this video is turning out really weird. Like, I won't go deep into it just for the sake of video because these are conversations I have in my personal life. Yeah. And I choose very carefully who I speak to about this stuff. But like, in general, I feel like what I'm trying to make is there's no limits really. I think the limits, we only set those limits ourselves. Yeah. And you have to be comfortable with whatever limits you have. Like if you have a certain like limitation, like fine, cool. Mm-hmm. You know, but like some people think it's either one or the other. Some people think you either have to be fully religious and denounce science, and then some people feel like, oh, we have to be completely scientific and denounce religion. I feel like there's room for both in exploration.
If you're willing to accept each other, really.
Yeah, I think there's room to learn from both as humans, because these are things that define us as human beings. Science defines us, and religion defines us, right? Yeah. Like spirituality, no matter what religion you believe in. All right, a lot of the way the world was shaped right now, the way that governments and organizations and countries are shaped right now was shaped by both science and religion. Because there was people fighting, you know, like if you look at places like you're going back like Francia and like the northern lands and like the western, you know, the four kingdoms of England, or even Africa, or even certain places where indigenous populations were there. There was like land control, and there's like population this, and there's like cultural kings and leaders and chieftains that all make decisions either based on their own spiritual belief. And in a lot of that, like even if the modern world, like you have, again, I use Vikings as examples. That's the most recent thing I'm watching that covers this subject. But you have the Norsemen, the people who believe in the ways of Odin and yada yada, and then you have, or the pagans, that classifies the pagans, and then you have the Christians, and literally fighting wars with each other over their gods.
I was going to mention that too, because that also proves that like science and religion can go hand in hand, because you know
you better take the words I'm about to take out my mouth, but yeah.
Well, there are these wars over religion, and then that in turn leads to
creation.
Exactly. Because you know you need to keep up, you need to one up the other side.
You got to invent something that might
turn
give you the upper hand.
Exactly. Exactly.
Man, I've seen that so much times in Vikings alone. Like like if you look at the history as well, like the Vikings were really secretly like geniuses. They didn't really realize it. Like even the construction of their boats and some of the things that baffled the English kingdoms for so long, because you have a boat that's nimble that can travel through smaller areas but can literally cross oceans.
Yeah.
How do you create something like that, right? The Vikings at the time said they got their inspiration from their gods. Okay, whatever, right? The Christians like, I got it from the Romans. Where did the Romans get it from? We got it from our gods. I don't freaking know. I don't know, right? And then if you go to ancient Egypt too, like that's a whole mystery, right? Like people believe, I don't know, this is like getting conspiracy theories, right? Like people believe that like, I don't know, like Egypt, a lot of the stuff came from like aliens that came down and like gave them information and then left. Some people believe that it was their gods that might have enlightened them, and then some people feel like, I don't know, there's a dude that just freaking invented something. I don't freaking know. But like you said, like we were talking, like we won't go deep into that. Well, I'm limiting how far I go with this conversation.
Yeah, 'cause we're already.
This is why I like this movie, because it just sparks so much different conversations, man. But like,
we'll try not to make this video too long.
I'll say this and then I'll probably drop the subject. But like, as you were saying, religion and science were hand in hand for a long time, for years. What?
I don't know, I feel like still
no,
today.
is something on my hair? Oh no, yeah, today too. I mean, like, there's still wars. There's still internal conflict and fights that happen over religious beliefs or spiritual beliefs and whatnot. And again, I'll use Warhammer as an example too. Even in the game of Warhammer, even though the science in that is completely like fictioned out to the max,
but it's still science.
It's like science and fantasy meets religion meets the weird aliens that can have this weird spiritual connection to something, and then science is involved.
Anyway,
the point is over there, and like that whole thing, the whole destruction of mankind was from both science and religion, and it was a cycle that kept repeating over and over in the Warhammer lore. So, anyways, but yeah, I'm rambling, but yeah, I'm talking way too much. I'm like really, I'm talking way too much. Okay, I'm shut. I'm done.
No, it's fine, because you know, it's a conversation. You know, because I'm genuinely interested in what you have to say. Yeah. So.
But we can talk about this forever, and it's not.
Yeah.
And video wise, it's just not the place.
Yeah, this could go on.
This is a podcast.
It's probably a 24-hour live stream minimum. Honestly.
What do you think about the music?
Music was great. Like, bro, that one scene where they were like getting all like hooked up and everything.
No time for caution, baby.
Matthew,
no time for caution.
That song, that whole scene made me itchy. Like, I'm getting itchy just thinking about it. Because that was like absolutely insanity. Like, I think that's just the best phrase to describe this movie in general. It's just insanity.
It's funny because Cornfield Chase is like #1 right now, because I would say TikTok and Instagram. Yeah. That's why Cornfield Chase is #1. I would say No Time for Caution is probably one of my favorite songs. This whole thing, No Time for Caution would be like my #1. Yeah. To be honest. But yeah. But all of the music is great.
Yeah. He always like, his music is always like its own character.
Like, so. Top 5 is all Interstellar. Right? Like, Hans Zimmer, the GOAT, literally the GOAT.
Went off in this, honestly.
Goat, Dunkirk too is something.
Yeah, that'll be the next one. Probably. Yeah. We're probably doing that like very soon.
Very soon, yeah.
It'll already be filmed by the time.
You can watch it on Patreon.
You can watch it on Patreon.
It's on Patreon now.
It should be. And
if you made it to this far at the end of the conversation.
Yeah, possibly on memberships if I get all my stuff situated before. Yeah. But yeah.
I don't know. What would you rate this movie? And so just so I can help you wrap up the review. What would you rate the movie out of 10 without overthinking?
Honestly, I'd say a 9 because I'm still questioning everything. I'm questioning my entire life right now.
I'm 9.5, man. I remember really loving this movie. I have to own this movie.
I feel like I need a second watch. Because I feel like I missed a lot.
A lot of people feel that way. The movie did pretty okay on like Interstellar. So audience score gave it an 86, and the critics gave it a 72. Now I think I know why the critics gave it a 72 is because of how confusing the film is.
Yeah.
The narrative is very clear, but it isn't. So it's like
this is definitely a thinking movie. It's not a popcorn movie.
It's still a dub in my opinion, though. I think you have to be a certain type of person to really appreciate this type of movie. I would not say this movie's for everybody.
No, absolutely not.
You got to be a certain type of person to be able to be like, okay, I want to sit down and watch Interstellar for fun. Like,
this is like that was you today. You were planning on filming Interstellar today, but he was like, no, I want to watch it.
I was kind of itching to see it because I've been really wanted a reason to watch it again.
Yeah.
Even
though we were gonna do it like tomorrow.
Yeah, no, but like I was like, you know what, I really want to watch the movie now.
Yeah.
Like I really want to watch it now.
Why wait?
Dunkirk. I don't know if you want to hear the Rotten Tomatoes score now.
Sure.
92 critics and 81 audience.
Yeah, I know people really like Dunkirk, so.
Dunkirk was a major W in all the right ways. So
I don't know anything about it, so we'll see when we get there.
Based on a true story. Based on a true situation.
Okay.
So, and I saw it in IMAX. It's beautiful. Yeah.
Anyways, we'll wrap up here because this could go on forever. There's so many conversations. But it's almost 10 o'clock. I'm getting tired. I need to eat my dinner. Make sure you guys go check out Matthew's channel. Link will be in the description below if you want to hear more of his, nerdy science talk. I'm sure he'll be in the comments too. But make sure you guys like, subscribe if you like what you see. Comment down below what your favorite part of the movie was and your theories and questions and all that sort of thing.
Hopefully it gets a good amount of views so we can have some nice conversations, man.
Yeah, my comments are gonna be deep in this one.
I hope so.
But yeah, if you wanna get notified whenever I post, make sure to hit the notification bell. And if you want to see the full reaction, that will be up on Patreon. Link will also be in the description below. But that's it for us. We'll see you guys next time. Bye.